All right, we've got little Miss here, and we've got her working level on 10. We're gonna start conditioning her to the collar and teaching her what it means when she feels this sensation, what we want her to do about it when she feels this sensation. So I'm just gonna push the button and then give her a piece of kibble. Girl. Girl. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Good. Think of it as a tangible clicker. We have to do the same thing with the clicker, meaning it's just a sound, right? We have to condition the dog that after they hear that sound, it means a reward is coming. So this is basically, I teach this the same exact way as you would condition a dog to a clicker, except this is tangible and not audible. Good girl. So, stim, feed, stim, feed, stim, feed. Good girl. Stim, feed. Now, she's just super smart and super quick with everything. Stim, feed. So once we've done a bunch of those, in the beginning, you don't want to prompt the dog at all with any body cues. You just want to push the button and feed them. You don't want to do this where you walk backwards, then push, then feed, because you would have by then already convinced the dog to move into your space just from your own body language. That's not what you want to do when you're conditioning the remote. When you're conditioning the remote, you want to first push, the dog acknowledges that sensation, and then you feed. And then once the dog, I'm going to move her down to a 9 because she's feeling the 10 really well. I'm sure she could do a 9. After you do a bunch of repetitions of stim, feed, over and over again, then you can test the dog by losing their focus and then pushing the button and see if they turn around and respond to it. Like, hey, that meant food. Let me get over there. Good girl. She's a super quick study, which I expected of her. Okay, so I'm going to try to lose her. Push, feed. Push, feed. Yeah, most dogs don't pick up this whole procedure quite as fast as this.
She's just smart.
Good girl. So, try to distract her. Yes. So, good girl. Again, I'm making sure she acknowledges when I push the button before I move my body. One happens right after the other, so it's very fast, but I am sure to see some acknowledgement in the dog before I go ahead and move backwards. Just like that. Just like that. Once you see that the dog is understanding, hey, when I feel that sensation, I'm going to book it over to you and come get that food. Once you see that recognition, then you can go ahead and start adding a verbal cue. I don't like to add the verbal cue until I know for a fact that the dog knows what to do when they feel the stimulation, because I want the dog to be responding to the stim, not to my voice, in the teaching phase of the remote. This girl's got this down pat here. Again, I'm going to disengage, wait for her to disengage. Yes, good girl. Good job. Rinse and repeat.